Okay, in this video, I'm going to work on a Java project called the Library Management System. And if you're new here, my name is Hriday and I'm a beginner to coding and everything in general. So I started with learning Java language, and to further understand, like for further solidify my knowledge, I'm working on 5 projects, and this is the 4th project. This project is about a library management system. This is about, I'll show you the prompt that I got on the cloud right now. So what it basically about is storing management and everything related to book, how it's supposed to work in a management, fine collection, searching for books based on authors, publishing date, etc. So that's pretty much it. And for this, what I'm trying to do is plan much more about how different classes work beforehand, and not directly jumping into code. Plan it better before and then just work on implementing it, and keeping in mind testing and how each class related to each other. So I will start sketching out the project and what is like understanding this project in free form, and after that I will get back to you. Okay, as you can see here, this is like what the project, the LMS, the library management system, is supposed to be about. Okay, one thing that I learned mainly from my last project is data persistence. That means storing data in a file. So what I'm thinking is, I'll show you one second. Yeah. These are the different classes that has to be there: book classes, members classes, library. Lib, Library is the spine of this entire program. So this has to be related to books, which handles individual books, and then it is related to members, and each member should be related to what books they have borrowed, and then on top of that it has to be linked in members. So library should get all the data from the database. As you can see here, it has to store all the files, and all the files, like what I'm thinking is, each class if required will have multiple files, and these files will talk to each other. So a file communication has to be better. So that's what I'm thinking is where I'm going to run into complexity. So how I understood the program is some of the points, like as I mentioned. So what I understood is book deals with all the properties related to a book. So in the case, like you can see here, where it is located, the identifiers, title, authors, publishing date, etc. All these things it will handle. So we are using getter and setter properties to like get a current name of this and set. So for that, each method will be there. And also we have to see what is the current status, whether it is available, number of copies left. So we need methods for that. So it has to work with library, and library will in turn get data from the database. So how I am imagining the structure is, I am imagining this program to be something an employee uses. So when an employee uses, he or she has to log into the program. So that's what I want to implement, a login part. So by implementing a login, I don't want to show anything and show any information until the person enters correct information, authenticated, and enters the program. So that's what happens. And when that happens, as I said, we have different classes. So what I'm trying to do is, initially the first hour, I have to be honest, I didn't know how to proceed anywhere. I don't know, it kind of paralyzed me. Like I didn't know where to start, how to start. So I was like, I'll just start somewhere and start slowly building it. So when I took this approach, I was able to alleviate some of this uncomfortableness. Why it happened in the first place is because I didn't have the information, and everything else is scary and complex. So what happens is, after I understood that the library is the main spine and the book deals with it. So what happens is, let's bring book class. So what I'm thinking is, first I'll start with the methods and all this part, the properties and status management. Then I will add library class. After bringing library class, I will introduce login, working with bare bones. So what I'm doing is, after adding library, I will work on the link between the book class as well as the library class. So both. Then I will work on members. So members, because I already have two classes right now, library and book. I have to link. I have to think about how this members class will work with library and book. So all three are connected. So I want to work on each part and slowly link it with this. So I have to think it through before how I'll test the data input, what are the error cases, everything. I have to plan, I have to think through. I think I have to take help of Claude or even the code tutor in the chat GPT. Walk this through, think about everything from what class type of data structure I have to use, how I'm going to test everything. By having all this information, then I have to just implement it. So that is what I'm aiming to do with this project. And I'll show you one more thing. This search class, I think this search class has to get information from the files related to database, because it has to search everything. What I'm trying to say is, I have to build it out slowly. I don't know if I'm repeating myself here. I have to build it out slowly and work on each individual part and try to plan before more and implement it. So that's what I'm like. In this case, I have a more overall picture of how everything fits together. And one example of that is search class, because search class has to be linked with everything, so that it has to pull data from everything so that we can get the required information. So that is what I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, because I'm already running out of time today. I have some other work to get to. And I don't know if I'll show in a video or not, but I'm trying to make this video short. I'll complete all the book class and work on the implementation, which will be in a separate video. So I'm trying to make this video shorter and see how it goes, how it performs on the channel, so that can give me some idea also. So I will leave you with this. If you have anything, any suggestions that you have, you can give me. I'll try to incorporate into the next video, because this is something new. This entire thing, like coding thing, is something new for me. It's very uncomfortable for me, so I'm trying to get to grips with it and embrace it and learn better. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'll try to share in these videos. And if you like them, you can click on the like button. And if you want to be notified of the coming videos, subscribe, support the channel. Okay, with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.